What up, bros, and welcome to the All Bros podcast. I am Jonathan.
And I'm Caleb.
And we are a couple of aspiring filmmakers that love to watch and critique movies, but also enjoy a bit of the nerd life. This week on the episode, we will be talking about some adventures in hunting. We got some pops releasing tomorrow to Target, which will be the 28th of June. Got 5 pops coming in at Target. And then we got a Han Solo Millennium Falcon kind of like pop ride that is coming out. Did they say if that's an Amazon exclusive?
It is an Amazon exclusive.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. All right, cool. And then we also got another Amazon exclusive, which is a Prime exclusive, and that is a SpongeBob one. We'll go into more detail with that when we get to that. And then we got another 2 Star Wars pops announced for San Diego Comic-Con. We got Green Chrome Yoda as well as Green Chrome Boba Fett. And then we got Dapper Jack Skellington, which will be going to Hot Topic. And then for the last one, we got the Disney Parks Rocket, which will be coming out this weekend. So we'll be going more into details about those. Blu-rays, really nothing coming out this week that we're interested in. There's really no big titles. Next week, though, there will be, I'd say, a somewhat big title coming out, but we'll go into more detail next time. With Through the Wall, it was just announced today. We got some casting with Ghostbusters. Got some news with Salma Hayek. Did I announce her last name right?
I think so.
Okay. All right. We got the Rotten Tomatoes score for Spider-Man: Far From Home, so we'll be talking about that. And then with this week's sneak peeks, we'll be talking about the first trailer for the new Charlie's Angels. We both got some things to say about that. And then we'll be introducing a new segment. We just don't have a name for it yet. Hopefully by next time we will. We'll be going over the top 5 box office from this past weekend. And then our main event of the evening will be our breakdown of the 2019 remake of Child's Play.
Hell yes.
Yes, so what do you say we get started?
Let's do it.
Alright, so with Pops, we got a couple of Target exclusives coming out. We actually got quite a lot. With those, we got some classic ones from American history. We got Abraham Lincoln, which is one I definitely want to try to get. That's the one that I'm actually the most after with this release. Then we got Uncle Sam, which looks awesome. I definitely want him as well. And then I want to say you looked up her name last time.
And I forgot it.
Oh, great. Good job, Caleb. But it's the girl from the poster that has her arm, showing her bicep, and the poster always says, does it say you can do it or we can do it?
You can do it.
It's you can do it? Okay.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. So I know Caleb's after
I don't know.
You don't even know your American history.
I just don't know my history in general. It's not America specific. I know my mythology, but I don't know my history.
All right, fair. What grade did you get in history in high school?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Fair.
SC.
I want to say I averaged a B.
I only got a C because of the mythology section.
Oh, okay. All right, next, excuse me. Next up, besides those, we got the Spider-Man Far From Home exclusive, where he's in the stealth suit, but the eyes are lifted, so you see Peter Parker's eyes. And now looking at this, it kind of looks a little weird. Looking at this closely.
Really?
I don't really know if I want this one.
If the eyes flip down, that would be pretty cool.
I doubt they do. I don't know. They might.
You can dream, can't you?
That's,
Shit.
I mean, you can. I don't know. They might. I guess we'll find out, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. And then the last one for this line that's releasing, well, it's not a line, but for this release, we got the 10-inch SpongeBob SquarePants. And I want it, but his look is kind of terrifying. It's just because of the black eyes. Like if it was his classic, like white blue eyes, it'd be fine. But I don't know, those black eyes just.
I think if you were to change those eyes, though, that would be even more terrifying.
That's true. He's looking like Coraline over here.
Yeah, no shit. Well, that's just how the Pops look.
I know, but
I think they got a lot
maybe it's the
better.
eyelashes.
It's probably the eyelashes.
Yeah,
We should Photoshop them without the eyelashes and see if that fixes it.
we should. Yeah, because that might fix it.
Yeah, I think the Pops got like a lot less like stare into your soul since they started adding eyebrows.
Oh, they definitely did. Absolutely. I'm so grateful that Funko decided to add eyebrows. And then so after those releases, we got the Han Solo in the Millennium Falcon Amazon exclusive, which will be a whopping. Caleb, do you want to guess how much it's going to be?
I think Brielle told me this. Isn't it in the 60s?
Sure is.
65?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
$64.99.
bloody hell.
It's cool, but it's not worth that.
No.
No,
it is not.
But it's not sold out. It's still available.
Yeah, because it's $65.
Yeah, you got a point there. But it doesn't release until October 21st. It's kind of weird, but
yeah, that's like a real early announcement.
well, this next one that we're going to talk about, which is the SpongeBob Fun pop is a Amazon Prime exclusive, which I already pre-ordered because this is just too great. It's SpongeBob with his hands out with the words "fun" in front of him, and then Plankton sitting in the U, and it's just fantastic, and I love this. And this one's actually not releasing until November 15th.
Bloody hell, what is up with these early releases?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm just glad that I secured one. Now I just got to pray that it comes in good condition. If they ship it like they did with the Amazon exclusive Buzz and War Machine, then I'll be fine because they actually shipped that in with a box inside a box. So keep doing that, Amazon, because it's working. And then next up, we got the latest exclusives to be announced for San Diego Comic-Con. We got Green Chrome Yoda, which will be going to FYE, and then Green Chrome Boba Fett, which will be going to Amazon.
Green Chrome Yoda sounds really cool.
I think Boba Fett actually looks cooler in green. I don't know. I think it looks cooler than the gold one that they did.
I never liked Boba Fett. Kind of sucks.
I like him better than Jango Fett.
True that. True that.
But
sucking runs in the family.
I guess so. I don't plan on picking up either of those though. Well, it's not my forte.
Yeah. Well, I only have like a few Star Wars ones, and none of them I bought for myself.
Really? Oh yeah, that's true. You didn't.
Yeah, I have Supreme Leader Snoke.
Yep.
I forgot his name because he's really forgettable.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I got him and one of those red guards from my brothers for my birthday last year. Yeah, last year. Then you gave me Han Solo and Leia.
Yep.
And
the Walgreens exclusive and so I gave you the Walgreens exclusive Han Solo and then the Walmart exclusive Leia, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know. I love that Walgreens exclusive so much. I don't know. I just love that outfit.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
All right. Next up, we got the X-Men 80-year release pops, which there are 4 in this line. We got Cyclops, we got Beast, got Angel, and then is that Jean Grey or who is that?
I'm pretty sure that's Jean Grey. Yeah.
Okay. The only one that I really want out of this one that I will fight someone for is that Cyclops, because that one looks badass.
I want Beast. I've always been a fan of the First Class Beast.
That one does look really cool, I have to admit. What about Angel?
Let me see Angel. Angel looks really cool, but not one that I think I'd pick up.
All right, that's fair. What if he was just like a common? He wasn't exclusive, and you could catch him for a good deal.
Then probably, yeah.
Okay. What about Jean Grey?
Jean Grey, I think I would only get if I got Cyclops. And say it'd be the same situation with Cyclops. I need a good deal on him.
All right, that's fair. All right, next up after that, we got some Santa Claus pops that are coming out from the Disney's The Santa Claus movie. We got him when he's, I don't remember the scene. He's in his like red is it a onesie?
It's like a jumpsuit.
Okay, it's a jumpsuit.
And I think that's like his first like Santa Claus experience. I think he was putting up the lights and got tangled up in them.
I don't remember that scene.
I haven't seen the original Santa Claus for a really long time, so I might be remembering.
I mean, it's a
that
cool
wrong.
pop. You know, he's wrapped in Christmas lights.
Oh, I'm freaking dumb. That's what he was wearing on the cover of the first movie.
Oh yeah. Dude,
I'm stupid.
I'm stupid too. I didn't even catch on to that. But no, it's a really cool pop. And then this one is kind of when this one mostly reminds me of the second one, because I think he wore that outfit mostly in the second one, or was the third one. I don't remember.
I think that one was the third.
Yeah,
the nice little snowflake sweater.
Yes. Considering I actually really enjoyed the third one a lot.
The third one is really good.
It was. I think it gets a little too much hate. So that's probably the one that I would actually want the most out of the two. But they got to give me a Martin Short as Jack Frost.
Oh, absolutely.
Please. I loved him as Jack Frost.
And then an exclusive with him as Jack Frost's Santa Claus.
Yes.
That'd be freaking sweet.
That would be awesome. And then next up, we got the Dapper Jack Skellington, which will be going to Hot Topic. I don't collect Jack Skellington pops, so I probably won't get it, but it's a cool looking pop. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a real cool looking pop.
But yeah.
This is for the Diamond Edition, isn't it?
I don't know if it is actually.
Because isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is actually. Yes, it is. My bad. Yeah, it is. Good job.
What?
And then lastly, we got the Disney Parks exclusive Rocket, which will be coming out this weekend, I believe. Well, yeah, this weekend, which will be the 28th through the 30th. I don't know. I want to say it drops on the 29th, which is Saturday. And it's him in his Guardians of the Galaxy mission breakout gear.
Which is just kind of looks like what he was wearing in.
Literally, the only thing different
Endgame.
I feel is just him holding the Walkman.
Which I don't know why he's holding the Walkman.
Oh, in the ride, I think he utilizes that.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I still haven't gone there.
I haven't either. I want to. I think it looks like a really fun ride.
Yeah.
So
With Disney, you kind of have to know someone
this is true.
that works there, or be freaking loaded.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you hear about the
Neither of
Marvel
the-
Land that they're putting in?
Yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, they're taking the Bugs Life shit out.
Sad. I never went, but still sad.
It was cool, but I think Bugs Life is kind of its time is over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, if they are throwing Marvel Land in there, and I'm freaking pissed.
So much money.
So much freaking money.
It's $125 a day, isn't it, for just a park
Dude,
ticket?
It's I don't know if it's that much, but
I thought it was.
It's crazy.
It definitely went up.
Did it?
Yeah.
Of course it freaking did.
Dude,
I have cousins that work there.
Dude, you lucky asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like Disney raised like everything. Like I think I told you how they even charge for parking now at the hotels.
What?
Yeah. At like just basic Disney suites it's like 15 a night, and then just like medium level it's 25, and then I think like high high resorts it's I want to say probably like $40 a night.
Holy F.
Yeah. just to park your damn car where you are sleeping.
Yeah. No shit, dude. I would go park it at like a real sketchy ass Walmart and then just walk.
Yeah, but it might get towed because most Walmarts don't allow overnight parking.
Well, it'd still be cheaper than parking your car at the hotel.
I'm not going to argue with you there.
Like, let's say you stay for a week, you
Yeah.
go park your car at a Walmart, you're probably going to get towed after 2 days.
Yeah.
So you're only paying for your car being in the lot for 3 instead of paying $40 for your car to be there for the entire week. Oh, not $40 and $40 daily.
Yeah.
You'd be saving money by getting your car towed.
I like your thinking here. I like it.
Holy shit, dude. Freaking rich people problems.
And then one I just want to mention, this past Wednesday, the Funko Shop item that went up, I want to say it was Wednesday, was glow-in-the-dark Captain Cutler from Scooby-Doo, and I kicked myself in the ass for missing it.
Yeah, because that one looked badass.
I know, and he's in my top 3 favorite ghosts from Scooby-Doo. eBay, here I come. Better not be expensive as hell. It probably will be, knowing
Scalpers,
my luck.
dude.
Yeah, I know, dude. Ugh. Anyway, before I get even more depressed, like we said, nothing with Blu-rays, but with Through the Wall, today, I almost said February, June 27th, Paul Rudd announced that he will be in the upcoming Ghostbusters movie.
Hell yes.
Aw, yeah. This movie just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah,
I haven't heard anything from this movie that has made me mad.
And neither have I. You know what'd be great is if he took over the 4th Ghostbusters spot.
That'd be pretty great. But I think... Well, no, he hasn't announced anything about what the plot is, but I don't know. I'm interested to see what Jason Reitman does with this sequel.
Yeah, it should be really cool.
But yeah.
Especially with Paul Rudd. I mean,
Yes.
Is there a movie that he's in that we don't like? Because I can't think of a single one.
I can't think of any either. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because Paul Rudd is perfect.
And even if it's a movie that like we hate, he's usually always like the bright spot of the movie. It's never his fault.
Yeah, usually never.
Yeah. Next up, we got news that Salma Hayek has been. She is cast or she's in talks?
I think she's been officially cast.
'Kay.
That's what I read today.
So according to Caleb, I'm just saying this because if this is not true, this is all on Caleb. Remember, this is what Caleb said.
Well, why do you got to be a dick like that?
That Salma Hayek, according to Caleb, has been cast in The Eternals.
You're such an asshole. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of what Marvel's doing with this. In ways
Nothing
of
about The Eternals.
Well, so I don't know very much about The Eternals either.
Okay.
But I'm just talking from like a casting perspective.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how these actors feel about Marvel movies or comics,
yeah, especially
or anything like that.
Wasn't it Angelina Jolie that was in talks as well?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah, I don't know how
Angelina
she feels.
Jolie, Salma Hayek, those are the two that I'm worried are going to.
Aren't they the only two that have been announced?
No, Kumail Nanjiani was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm up to see him.
Yeah, I believe that he's there to be like, or to friggin' rock a role.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
I think he has some sort of level of fandom towards Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't know if Angelina or Salma do.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid that they're going to. I'm trying to compare. Like, I'm afraid they're going to Daredevil this movie. Kind of like just overact it.
I get you
And
there.
like just kind of not give it their all or give too much because they think, oh, this is like a cheesy movie. But
Didn't Colin Farrell give? I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen Daredevil, but didn't like Colin Farrell kind of like give too much when he played Bullseye?
Yeah,
Okay.
he made it Bullseye like cheesy, and
Kind of like how Paul Giamatti made Rhino cheesy.
Exactly
Like
that.
nobody told
Like,
him
no
it
one.
wasn't a comic book, it was a comic book movie. There's a difference.
Yeah, I think with the Marvel movies, I think that with how Robert Downey and everyone, they take the movie seriously.
Yeah, they really do.
I
I greatly appreciate.
Yeah, and I'm afraid that Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek are not going to take this movie seriously,
Yeah, I can feel
and
you
it's
on
going to
that
be
one.
cheesy.
Yeah, I feel you there.
So
Guess we'll
we'll
find
see.
out. Yay.
I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that they're like doing this for like their kids or something. Because I think if they're doing it for their kids, I think that they will maybe perform a little bit better.
Yeah.
Maybe take it a bit more seriously.
Hopefully.
If it's just kind of a paycheck to them, I'm afraid that they're going to overact it.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah.
Well, maybe let's move on to some good news. It has been the embargo has been officially lifted for Spider-Man: Far From Home, and we've gotten our first, well, not first reviews, but the got the tomato score reveal for Spider-Man: Far From Home, and it is currently at a. Do you want to do a drum roll, please?
Hell yeah.
It is at a 90% right now.
That is not bad.
You know what? I just lied. It went up to 93.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, boy. And the critics' consensus reads, a breezily unpredictable blend of teen romance and superhero action, Spider-Man From Home stylishly sets the stage for the next era of the MCU.
Hell yes.
I like that. I like that wording, too. I like that a lot.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that this sets like a tone for what's to come and that we get like a little sneak peek of what is to come.
Yeah.
Because that year or for however long that gap is going to kill me if we don't hear more shit.
Yeah.
Or if we don't have like a general idea of where they're going.
I still want to know if Mysterio's a bad guy in this.
Please don't make him a good guy.
It seems like he is. Like, did you watch that clip?
I watched the clip.
Okay, yeah, it seems like he's kind of like this big brother to Peter Parker.
I hope he's just playing him hard.
Oh, that's gonna depress me if Jake Gyllenhaal just at the end is just like, psych, bitch.
I mean, it would be kind of cool. He needs to be headed towards the villain area by the end of it. He can't be a hero the entire time. You need to see some sort of switch near the end.
Okay, I'll give you that. I don't know. I just want to see Jake Gyllenhaal freak out because he was just so amazing in Nightcrawler, and I want to just see just all of his acting. It's just so incredible.
I think it would be really cool to kind of make him like the big bad if like they do a Spider-Man trilogy, like for the next phase.
Ooh.
Have him be like the final fight where it's always Peter, like the movies are Peter going after Mysterio, but then someone else kind of gets thrown into the mix. He has to end up fighting them, and it just kind of gets him closer and closer to Mysterio until finally a fight with Mysterio.
So I know Sony was planning it until after the Amazing Spider-Man 2 bombed. Would you want the MCU to introduce a Sinister Six movie?
I don't know if the MCU is ready for that yet.
Okay. So, Mysterio and Vulture are in the Sinister Six, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay.
So the Sinister Six is Scorpion, Vulture, Rhino, Electro,
Doc Ock,
yeah, and Kraven. From what I remember.
Mysterio and Green Goblin got left out?
Yeah, Mysterio and Green Goblin got left out. I take back what I said. Mysterio is not part of the Sinister Six.
That sucks.
But neither is Green Goblin.
Well, it looked like Sony was going to change that from the looks of it.
Yeah, well, Sony, let's just leave it to Marvel.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do, and I think that they could have a really good arc with Mysterio if they wanted to, And if they don't, they need to introduce a new big bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, bring Tom Hardy's Venom into it. That'd be badass.
That'd be really cool. I just want to love Mysterio just as much as I loved Vulture.
Agreed.
Like,
absolutely agreed.
I feel I'm sure he's going to do fantastic, but Jake Gyllenhaal, I feel, has a lot to live up to from what Michael Keaton gave us in Spider-Man Homecoming.
I feel he can deliver.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, Jake Gyllenhaal is just, he's a sight to watch.
He really is.
Like his acting is just crazy.
Have you seen Nightcrawler?
Seen what?
Nightcrawler.
No.
Okay.
But like the most recent movie of his I watched was Southpaw.
I never watched that. Was it good?
Really good.
Okay, I gotta show you Nightcrawler one of these days, 'cause it's my favorite Gyllenhaal movie. Just steady hands. So good. Anyway, let's move on to this week's sneak peeks, where we got our first trailer for the kind of reboot, I guess, of Charlie's Angels, which I wanted. Isn't Elizabeth Banks directing this?
It looked like it,
Okay.
but she was also in it.
Yeah, she's playing Charlie.
The fuck?
I thought she said my name is Charlie, but that's what I was
No,
confused. She didn't.
was- whatever the butler's name is.
Oh yeah, she was Bosley.
Bosley, yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Not Charlie.
Sorry.
I'm like, dude, it was a dude's voice.
Yeah, my bad. That's no, like at the ending, because I don't know why I thought that, because at the ending when he's like, "Good morning, angels," I'm like, wait, weren't you just a chick?
No, because you never see Charlie.
That's true. Oh, you kind of
The voice sounded really familiar. I can't place the voice.
No, it sounded like the one in like the first movie, didn't it?
No.
Really?
It sounded like a much younger actor.
Oh, it did. Oh.
I kind of want.
Now I gotta go rewatch it.
I know. I kind of want to look to see who's playing him. So
Okay.
continue.
Okay. So in this movie, we got Kristen Stewart, Naomi Scott, and then what is her name? Let me pull it. I gotta pull this up too because I don't know the other angel's name. Do 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 do.
Yeah, we could not do that.
Yeah. Ella Balinska. She is the third angel. Wait, what? There's 3 Bosleys? What?
What do you mean there's 3
There's
Bosleys?
There's 3 people cast as Bosley in this movie. Elizabeth Banks, Patrick Stewart, and I butchered his name. Jimon Hunsu.
The shit?
Yeah. Look. Bosley.
What the hell? Someone messed up.
Yeah. So like I say, Kristen Stewart, Naomi Scott, and Ella Balinska are playing the 3 angels. And yeah. Overall trailer, which
the
sucks.
action looks good.
The action does look good, and you know what? I didn't hate Kristen Stewart in this trailer.
I didn't either.
And
she's throwing a little personality in there, and I'm digging it.
I think she was the best part actually of this trailer.
I'd give you that.
Yeah.
I kind of want to know what the hell Naomi Scott's doing. Like her character just kind of seemed, like kind of thrown into it.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Like they kind of ruined the. Like I'm pretty sure there's always supposed to be 3.
There
angels,
always is. Yeah.
And apparently there was only 2, and then Naomi Scott was just kind of like, I'm coming along too. And I don't know why.
I don't know why either. But I hope it's good because to this day I still enjoy the hell out of the one with Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu. I think it's so good to me. I don't love the sequel as much.
Yeah.
The sequel's just all right, but I still love the first one.
The first one's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a guilty pleasure.
It is.
Because I know it's not a great movie.
It's not, but it's a really fun movie, and the chemistry between those 3 is just great. And you got Bill Murray as Bosley, just such great casting in my opinion.
Absolutely.
But I mean, Bernie Mac did a great job as Bosley in the sequel too. And then you got Shia LaBeouf in the sequel as well. I gotta get a second trailer to see if I'd actually go see this in theaters. I might check it out on $5 Tuesday, but I would never pay like full price for this.
Yeah, neither would I. Not as it sits.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely need a second trailer to make my final judgment of this movie.
Yeah.
And then next up, we got our what we'll be introducing as a new segment. We got our box office top 5 for this past weekend. This past weekend, we saw the release of Toy Story 4 as well as the 2019 version of Child's Play. And for top 5, we got in 5th place, we got The Secret Life of Pets 2, which brought in $10,270,955.
Not bad.
Did I say 5,500 out of that after 55? If I did, I'm stupid, and I did not mean to.
Did.
Okay, if I did, I'm sorry. I'm not that stupid. In 4th place, we got Men in Black International. That's really sad. It already dropped down to 4th place, considering it came out last weekend.
Yeah, but it's also not, or supposedly, because I haven't seen it yet, not a great film.
It's only grossed 52 million so far.
Ooh, shit.
This weekend, it brought in $10,701,557.
Not terrible.
Yeah, but I doubt that's the money that Sony wanted to see.
Yeah, I think they had much higher expectations.
Yeah.
Especially with Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson at the helm.
Yeah, that's true. Aladdin had a pretty actually small drop. It only dropped 23%.
Not bad.
To be in 3rd place. And it was actually in 3rd last week as well. That's pretty awesome that it stayed in its place. That brought in $13,244,015. It's actually already grossed in the domestically it's grossed $288 million, but I think altogether it's over $800 million for Aladdin, which is really good.
Not bad.
So that's only domestic for Men in Black. I don't know what the total is for worldwide. For number 2, we got Child's Play. That brought in 14 million. Basically 14 million. It barely went over 14 million by like 94. Yeah. So, but that's still really good. And I actually looked it up about an hour ago. It's already grossed 21 million. And it was made for 10 million, so it's already doubled its budget.
Hell yes.
Which is awesome. And then in number 1, which really is no surprise, I don't think we thought Child's Play was going to be able to beat it.
Yeah.
I never.
It was.
I never thought
wishful thinking on our part.
I mean, I haven't seen Toy Story 4 yet, so I don't know which one I like better. I'm still like freaking out of like going on YouTube just because I see all these leaked videos. And then on Facebook, the Toy Story page put out these like character posters, and like on Woody, Buzz, and Bullseye, they have sad faces, and I'm like, oh shit, what did they do to those 3? And then Gabby Gabby's is an angry face. That's understandable. But then they put an angry face on Bonnie's. What did Bonnie do in this film?
What the shit?
Yeah.
So, sad face for Woody, Buzz, and
Bullseye. Yeah.
So maybe something happened with Bo Peep and Jesse?
I don't want anything to happen to...
Oh my gosh, dude. I just
Jesse.
watched your soul be crushed.
Not Jesse. I love Jesse.
Oh, shit.
I know they're toys, but I feel it's like really dark for Pixar to kill off a toy.
It would be real freaking dark.
Like, damn. But so, it kind of came in below expectations. I think Disney was projecting about 140, but some people were pushing it upwards of 200 million, beating Incredibles 2. It sadly didn't. It brought in It brought in I thought it said 118 million, but on this it's saying 120 million. So, but I mean, it still sadly came in under prediction, but I mean, it's not a bad opening weekend.
No, not
So,
a bad one at all.
It's nothing to be ashamed of, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna make it to the $1 billion club because it's Toy Story. But I think those numbers.
I think it's going to be a little slower to get there, but
It is, but I feel it probably still will. But kind of like how we've been talking, it's just no one really thought that there was a need for a Toy Story 4, so I don't think people really showed up to the theater
yeah.
like they did with Toy Story 3.
Yeah.
So
because Toy Story 3 was supposed to be the final, like, thing, wasn't it?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and they ended it perfectly.
Yeah, I couldn't think of a better ending to the Toy Story franchise.
Apparently, they did.
Well, they say like this is like the best like epilogue that we could have gotten.
Okay.
Sure, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say to that. But yeah. So, but we will definitely be breaking that movie down very soon.
Hopefully, just don't know when.
Yeah. Hopefully in the next week or two, but we'll see. But what do you say that we get into the main event of the evening?
I say let's do it.
All right.
It's time for the main event. Let's play game.
All right, with this week's main event of the evening, we are going to see if we are having fun now, and we are going to review the 2019 remake of Child's Play.
Hell yes.
I don't know if I would really call this one a remake because I feel they changed a lot.
Maybe a reimagining?
Yeah, I like that word better. Yeah, it's a reimagining to me.
Yeah, so so you're going to be pulling up the story here,
yes,
which
sir.
We figured out a system and we hope you guys like it. Maybe. We'll see.
If I get a sore throat because of you.
It's not going to be that
I know,
bad.
I'm just
Calm
kidding.
down, you little bitch.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
So if you're new to our breakdown system, we split the movie up into various categories that we grade individually. So we grade on a scale of 0 to 100. We grade the story, we grade the writing, the acting, the character development, the effects, and then give it an overall genre grade. So that's what we'd grade out of 100. And then we grade out of 10 the music and the costumes. And we decided, obviously, that this is a horror thriller movie. So, starting off, story. So, we're going to be reading off the kind of summary from Wikipedia.
Yep.
So
this does contain spoilers.
We'll stop as needed. So
yeah.
maybe like a paragraph or two, and then we'll talk about that section.
Okay. So just heads up, if you guys haven't seen the movie, the Wikipedia plot literally gives away the whole damn movie.
So spoiler alert, all of our breakdown shit.
Yeah. So, let's have a story time with y'all bros.
Gosh, you're so dumb.
I know I am. All right. Multinational Caslin Corporation has just launched Buddy, a revolutionary line of high-tech dolls, quickly becoming a success for children worldwide. At a Buddy assembly factory in Vietnam, an employee is fired by a supervisor for insufficient work. In retaliation, the employee manipulates the doll that he is assembling, disabling all of its safety features before committing suicide. The doll is packed alongside others in preparation for international delivery. Okay, now how did you feel about how this is like how Chucky kind of becomes Chucky?
So first, I think we got to talk about that you just said Vietnam.
I had a feeling you would bring that up. Okay,
I was going to say something. I was like, oh, I'm going to freaking let him have it.
Okay.
Vietnam?
In my defense, I recently watched Forrest Gump, and
okay, fair enough. It's so freaking hilarious.
Yeah, I knew you were going to give me shit for that. I'm like, damn it.
Well, getting back to the story, I really liked how they did this. I think it was a really good idea to kind of make him not a doll that just had issues or that faulted out.
Yeah.
That there's a real reason behind why he's faulty and why he has all of these crazy issues.
I just wish Caslin would have caught on that. Oh, yeah, shit, a worker can do that.
Yeah. That dude really should have thought about firing him after the doll was done.
Oh,
But that's a
shit.
real shitty reason to get fired for just daydreaming about a vacation.
Yeah, no kidding. But it shows that how bad work conditions are overseas, and it's really sad.
It is.
It really
is
makes
really
me
sad.
it makes me truly depressed, and I feel awful for anybody that has to go through that, and I'm very sorry.
But yeah, I really like I said, I really liked how he had like a real reason behind it. And I feel like this is something that is very plausible.
It is.
I feel it's like, yeah, there's the faulty buddy doll, and he gets returned, and then it just kind of ends up with this kid. It felt realistic.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like we were just kind of following the story of this doll getting to this kid and ruining his life.
The scene where when he finishes, doing everything that he needs to the doll, and when he picks up the doll and does like the full look at him, the music, and we'll get to this later, like the music that just like kicks in, I'm just like, oh shit, we got our Chucky.
Yeah, that was really good. Dude, a deactivated Chucky is friggin' nightmare fuel.
Yeah, dude, those like bug eyes. Like,
yeah, and it was like really weird because like all you could see is like a gray ring around the eyes, and that's it. And it was just pure darkness after that. And I'm like, that's freaking terrifying.
Yeah. When the movie first started, when the creator of Caslin is talking about like the buddy doll and everything, and it shows like a commercial about the buddy doll. When they first showed it, Caleb reaches over. I think you leaned over to me and you're like, "That's gonna take some getting used to," didn't you?
Oh hell yeah! It was rough.
It was the doll definitely takes a minute to get used to, but as the movie went along, I got to like the design.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting reused to like a black and white movie. Like it kind of bugs you at first, and then you just kind of like you accept it.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what we ended up doing with this movie. We're like, okay, this animatronics suck, but it's going to ruin
suck.
It was bad.
I wouldn't say they sucked. I mean, I did appreciate that.
The face was real rough, dude.
Yeah. All right.
Like, and
it's better than CGI.
Fair enough. Definitely fair enough. But I feel like it was lacking. So, but that's more like an effects thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like as for the story, with how they kind of made him come to be, I really enjoyed it.
I did too.
I think it was very like realistic, very plausible.
Yes, I agree.
So continue.
Okay. In Chicago, retail clerk Karen Barkley and her 13-year-old hearing-impaired son, Andy, move into their new apartment where Karen encourages her son to make new friends while she works to prepare for his upcoming birthday. Did I say oncoming?
I think you said oncoming, yeah.
My bad. Upcoming birthday. In an attempt to cheer Andy up and make up for the unease caused by the moving, as well as the presence of her new boyfriend, Shane, Karen blackmails her boss in order to procure a buddy doll, introducing it to Andy as an early birthday gift. So I feel that kind of like needs some explanation. Basically, in that, how does she do it? Because he's returned because the guy thought that he was gonna have blonde hair and the buddy doll had red hair.
Yeah. So the guy that was returning him ordered the buddy 2. Or thought he was ordering the buddy 2,
yeah,
but ended up getting the first buddy.
Or wait, was it the other? Because wasn't there a lady that returned another buddy doll, and she was saying like, oh, like it was malfunctioning and all this stuff?
Yeah, so he was just returning.
Okay, so the one that she got wasn't the one that the guy returned.
Yeah, the one that the guy was because that guy didn't end up returning it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He took it, and he's just like, I didn't realize this would be a little ginger.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
And yeah, so he thought he was ordering the buddy 2, and he's just like, you know what, F it, and then took it.
Dude, the buddy 2 looks even more creepier.
Yeah,
than the original buddy.
Freaking blonde Chucky is terrifying.
Yeah.
But the other lady, she was the one that returned
The malfunctioning.
the malfunctioned one, and was
Okay.
saying like his eyes are red and it's creepy.
Yeah.
And that was our Chucky.
Yes. So yeah, and then she like basically says to her boss, "Oh, so how's that work relationship going with you? How's your wife?" And he's like, "Okay, fine, you can keep the doll." That's literally how it went.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
much. So that felt really in place for like who you wanted to cast as the mom.
Yeah, I
with
thought.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah.
So it fit. So
Yeah. So
no issues with that.
No.
Yeah, no issues.
This next part, I feel we got some things to talk about. Once Andy activates the doll, it names itself Chucky and becomes attached to Andy. How the hell did he? Because in the movie, he he pissed me off after the movie ended. I'm just like, okay, that is like the most laziest way for him to get the name Chucky, because he asked Andy, he's like, "Oh, what's my name?" He's like, Han Solo. He's like, "Did you say Chucky?" And Andy's like, "No, not even close."
Yeah, we all felt that, bro.
I'm just like, seriously, you couldn't have thought any way better to get the name of Chucky. There was really no other way.
Yeah, like what? He could have just come with.
Maybe he
A
liked
factory
Rugrats,
name.
and yeah, maybe he watched Rugrats as a kid. He's like, you know what? My favorite character was Chucky from there. There you go.
Yeah, like what if he that would have been an even better way. What if he was just kind of watching Rugrats and he's just like, "What's my name?" And then it was just malfunctioning. "What's my name? What's my name? What's my name?" And then he hears like with Rugrats, maybe he like leaves the room and he's just like Chucky,
Yeah.
and then that's like
Because I don't think it's weird for a 13-year-old to be watching Rugrats, because that's a damn classic.
damn right it is.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a modern day 13-year-old it'd be a little weird, but we'd forgive you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or
So-
just something. Yeah, the way he got his name was just lazy.
Yeah.
He should have just had like an assigned name to him. Or maybe that was just the name that the other kid gave him.
Yeah,
Remember, like
that's true. It
Malfunction?
could have been.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he's like,
don't-
my name's Chucky. Blah, blah, blah.
Because that's how the original Good Guy doll was. They come with their name already implanted in them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So next up, once Andy... Oh, wait, no, I already read that. Sorry. I apologize. Over time, Chucky helps Andy befriend two other children in the building, Phelan and Pug.
Freaking weird name.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Pug is a very interesting name. I think Phelan is even more interesting.
Yeah.
But also begins to display violent tendencies. He strangles the Barclay's hostile pet cat after it scratches Andy. Don't laugh, asshole.
Screw you.
And one night, while Andy and his friends gleefully watch a horror film, which was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Chucky starts mimicking the violence on the screen, approaching the trio with a kitchen knife before Andy disarms him. Which that was a very interesting scene.
It was the way that they were able to make Chucky like believably become what he was at the end.
Yeah,
Was incredible.
it was really cool. And like when Andy's trying to detain him and he accidentally cuts him, and just like Chucky's like sadness, you're just like, damn, you're making me feel a little bit for this doll. What the hell?
I know. It was really well done. Really smart how that he became violent and like was cussing at people and all
Yeah.
that. It was very natural.
I feel a big part needs to be given to how Mark Hamill portrayed the voice of Chucky in this.
Oh, absolutely.
He did fantastic. Truly amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Andy arrives home the next day to find that his cat is dead. Asshole. I was telling Caleb on the ride home after we saw this, I'm just like, I still like Brad Dourif's Chucky better because he didn't kill a cat.
Well, I like Mark Hamill's Chucky better because he did kill a cat.
You're an asshole. Chucky admits to murdering it so that it would not hurt him anymore. Karen locks the doll in a closet, but he escapes and further terrorizes Shane, which leads him to confront Andy. After overhearing Andy's pleas for Shane to disappear, Chucky follows him home, where it is revealed that Shane has a family and has been having an affair with Karen behind his wife's back. This was the point where me and Caleb leaned over to each other and said, "Man, Chucky better kill that asshole."
Yeah, no shit.
While Shane is outside taking down Christmas lights, Chucky frightens him into falling from the ladder, breaking both of his legs. Oh my gosh, that was hard to watch. I was disturbing. I'm like, damn, okay. Chucky activates a tiller, which scalps and kills him. The following day, Chucky delivers Shane's skinned face as a gift to a horrified Andy. And he even put it on a watermelon and, tied a little bow around it. It was a nod to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, the movie they were watching the other night. And it was terrifying, but I'm just like, you know what, Chucky, you got some class. I like it.
Yeah, dude. So they had the whole with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
They had that scene with the his face, like where it was the skinned face.
Yeah, and Andy's like, "Oh, that could never happen. There's no way that could happen." And then, lo and behold,
Chucky totally proved that it could. Dude, because as soon as Andy woke up,
yeah,
I was like, "Oh shit, that face thing is going to come into play." And then I was like, I bet you that the face is somewhere in his room. I bet you. And then he walks past it, and you see it, and I was like, I knew it.
Well, no, you even called it out with when they're examining the whole crime scene, and you see his head is scalped, and you're just like, it's in Andy's room. It's in Andy's room. Yeah.
Yep. I was like, oh boy. I'm like, well, because I was thinking, I'm like. At first, I thought maybe that machine ripped his face off.
That's what I thought too.
Make sense.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that I got to give the movie credit to that. That was a pretty cool kill.
That was an amazing kill. Oh my gosh, and the way that he presented it.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh.
Shows you that Chucky's got some class.
Yeah, eyeballs and all too.
Yeah, he knows
freaking disgusting.
He knows how to present himself.
Dude, could you imagine being the investigator on that? The eyeballs are gone. Who is that thorough?
All right. While police detective Mike Norris I'm going to point this out. Mike is completely different in this movie. He's not played up for comedy, but he's definitely not the character he was in the original, which I liked that they took him in a different direction. I actually liked what they did. While police detective Mike Norris begins an Okay, I'm going to start over here. While police and Detective Mike Norris begin an investigation, Andy, Phelan, and Pug decide to disable Chucky. That was sad to watch.
That was real rough. Because you felt like he didn't know that he was doing anything wrong.
I kind of liked that about this Chucky. He's not Chucky at the beginning. All he wants to do is just please Andy, and he doesn't know what he's doing is wrong. He doesn't know better. He's kind of just like a little toddler.
Yeah, so it's kind of like if a child were to be born at the age of 6.
Yeah, there we go.
And know how to talk and walk and all this other stuff. And he just wants to be someone's friend, and they're like, how do I make this person happy? And then it's just kind of like that learned behavior thing. And that I thought was really interesting.
I did too. I really did too. All right. Building voyeur and electrician Gabe find the doll and takes him to the building's basement to prepare him for online sale. Now, can we talk about how fast he got the parts to fix Chucky?
Yeah, freaking Amazon Prime.
Yeah, damn. Does Caslin run Prime now? Is it Caslin Prime?
Apparently. Apparently they're a hell of a lot quicker than Amazon. Even Amazon's just like, damn, we need to step our game up.
Yeah, it's like, we can't beat 2 days. We can't get it there in 2 hours. Now fully repaired, Chucky tortures and murders Gabe with a table saw, which Caleb definitely pointed out that's not how a table saw works.
Yeah,
and
so
I agree.
The dude is freaked out by Chucky because he's stabbing him and slicing his friggin'
Well, yeah.
ligament.
He sliced his legs a couple of times, and so he jumps on the table, and then when
on a table saw, no less.
And so the table breaks, and so he holds on to the pipes that are up ahead, but for somehow, whatever way he fixed him, Chucky's able to connect to like literally any Caslin device.
Well, he's able to do that anyway.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, thank you.
But I don't. He never really showed. Like, I think he was just shows that he was faulty.
Yeah.
And then he connected him to the cloud after we.
Well, I mean, I don't think the way that Chucky was at the beginning, he never thought of, oh, you know what? Let's turn up the heat a little bit.
Yeah.
So Chucky like turns up the heat to what? How high did he crank that shit?
So It was supposed to stop at like 100 and something, but ended up like going up to like 120.
Yeah, I think so.
Something. So the dude's like, his hands are like burning, and the table saw like tips over, and somehow the table saw is connected to the cloud, which I think is bullshit.
Caslin does everything apparently.
Yeah, no shit. But I thought that was really dumb. I was like, nah.
It was a cool kill.
It was a cool kill. I'll give you that, but not a realistic one.
No, it
the
wasn't.
table saw blade wasn't that high,
Yeah.
and it sliced dude's, what was it, his arm? It might have been his leg.
No, it was his leg first. Wait, what are you talking about?
What got cut off on the janitor?
Everything.
No, well, not everything.
Well, he got shredded mostly. Remember, because he literally went like this, like.
Okay, so what was the body part that we saw fall? Was that his arm or was that his leg?
No, it was his leg.
Okay, so the leg had a really clean cut on it, and the blade wasn't up all the way.
Oh.
So I thought that kind of pulled me out of it because I know how table saws work.
Aren't
like
you
he would have had to be
special?
like full rotisserie on the freaking blade to get it like cut that clean.
Maybe you should work on their sequel.
I totally would, dude. In a freaking heartbeat. I'd be like, I got some messed up shit.
All right.
Anyway, continue.
So, now fully repaired, Chucky tortures and murders Gabe with a table saw. After making his way back to ground level, Chucky ends up in possession of another kid in the building, Omar, and proceeds to kill Mike's mother, Doreen, in a self-controlled car accident. Yeah, this was a sad death, and I wish that this death didn't happen. I know it didn't need to.
Yeah.
Like-
well, that's not true.
Well, okay, yeah,
So,
because she said...
The creepy janitor had cameras in like everyone's apartment.
Yeah, that was disturbing.
And for whatever reason, the damn camera was like perfectly positioned on this dude on the what's his last name? Hansen? The detective's
Norris
had a perfect view of the Norris's dinner table. And she was asking Andy how to connect to the cloud and all this other stuff. And like Caslin and whatnot. So he has her, like, sets her up, tells her everything that she can do, and she's like, oh, this is great. You're my new best friend. And then that's the first thing Chucky freaking hears when he wakes up. And yeah, that's how shit goes down.
Yeah, shit hits the fan, and it's really sad, and I hated watching it. Meanwhile, Andy fails to convince Karen that Chucky has become murderous, and she takes Andy along to her next shift at the shopping mall, where she works in order to keep him nearby. Which this is the part of the movie towards the end when they're introducing the like second version of Buddy, where it was a blonde Buddy, a teddy bear Buddy. I want to say, wasn't there one with gray hair? Didn't we see one with gray?
Yeah, I thought there was one with gray hair.
Yeah. Was there one still with red hair?
I think there was there was another one with red hair.
Okay.
But it was short.
Yeah, definitely shorter hair than the first one had.
Yeah, so there was like the short red hair, short blonde hair, teddy bear, and I think there was an ethnic.
Oh, there was?
Too.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to guess the race, just in case.
Hey, you rhymed there.
Yeah, it did.
Hey, good job. All right. Suspecting that Andy is the killer, Mike travels to the mall and apprehends him just as Chucky takes full control of the building. This was a pretty damn cool scene.
That was way cool.
Yeah. Who knew drones could be so dangerous? Like, damn.
Ooh.
Chaos is unleashed as several employees and customers are brutally killed by self-controlled Buddy dolls and other hacked toys, while Chucky triggers the mall's lockdown sequence. Mike is wounded amid the massacre, and this was at the point I thought they killed off Mike, and I was going to be really pissed off. And Andy and his friends manage to reach the exit, only for Andy forced to return when Chucky reveals that he is holding Karen hostage, planning to kill her.
So, with that scene where everyone's kind of evacuating the store and all of Andy's friends are like packing up and like, let's freaking do this and like, let's go get the police. And Andy's like, okay, I'll go. I thought he was really going to go.
Yeah, I thought he was
I was like,
too.
you little asshole, go save your mom. And then he ended up doing it. I'm like, oh, you smart little kid.
Sorry, I lost where I was. Andy manages to. Let's forget. Okay, so once he enters the back, so the final part of the movie takes place in the kind of like the back storage room of the store that Karen works at. And from the trailers, I actually thought this was going to be the Buddy Factory, but this worked too. It was a cool setting.
Everything felt. It was really like a kind of a compact movie. They really didn't change like the scenes too much, or
No,
like
I didn't.
the areas,
Which I was
so
fine
it was like
with.
the apartment, kind of like the parking lot in front of the apartment, and then the store.
Yeah,
And it worked really well.
It
It
did.
didn't need to be a real big scale movie.
no, it didn't. So
Well, they couldn't go to the Buddy Factory. It was in Vietnam.
Oh yeah, that's true. Road trip with Chucky. Andy sees his mom basically tied to a forklift. And Chucky is, saying like how, no one understands you, Andy. Even your own mom said you're just some kid special. She doesn't love you like I do. Once she's not, you're not gonna miss her when she's gone. I'm the only one that's truly here for you. And then he starts like lifting her up and everything. I'm like, oh shit, damn, Chucky really came to play at this part.
Chucky, you artistic bastard.
And so at this point, Andy tries to basically scale one of the, I don't know what they're called when they're like they're stored on it's like what they have at Costco.
Oh, the forklifts?
No, like what the product's actually stored on.
Oh, the pallets?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I want to say there's like a different name, but whatever. He climbs to the top, and then as he gets there to try to cuts his mom free, Chucky just pops out. But this is CGI Chucky, which I thought it looked better than Curse of Chucky's CGI.
Yes, it did.
Like I believed it, so I was okay with it. So they both jump on the rope, and I think this is probably like one of my favorite Chucky lines is when he's like fighting Andy. He's like, "You're ruining our fun, Andy." I don't know why that was funny. Like, Chucky, you're an asshole.
Yeah. Dude, I was thinking that Andy really did not think that through because he was going to fall straight on his mom.
Yeah, right. But then, Andy is able to cut. My bad. He's able to cut Karen free, even though Chucky is still on his back. They all fall to the floor, and I'm gonna start going back to this. I'm sorry, I just wanted to explain that scene more than what Wikipedia does.
Right.
So after that, they overpower Chucky, and defeat him, basically killing him. What doesn't Karen rip off his head?
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of sad how I don't know, just like watching like Chucky go like Andy.
It stops getting sad after CGI Chucky jumps on Andy.
Yeah, that's true.
That was terrifying.
I totally skipped the scene. Before that happens, when they're on the ground level, Chucky's like, maybe you're broken, Andy. I'm, all fixed now. Maybe I need to open you up, see what we're dealing with. I'm like, oh shit,
like
okay.
What the janitor told him.
Yeah,
I really liked that.
That was a cool scene.
I liked how he was switching where his voice was coming from.
Yeah,
like he was going from like the RC cop car.
I loved that scene kind of earlier in the movie when like he's like what's the word, messing with Andy when he's in the house, and he's just like throwing his voice from like the speakers to the toy car, and he's just like, "Are we having fun now?" Just I loved that so much. But I want to bring this up after I read this last part. So while the paramedics tend Karen, Mike and other survivors, Andy and the rest of his friends, destroy Chucky's lifeless body in a nearby alleyway. Yeah, they basically take like a sledgehammer and like bats to the whole poor
And
Chucky.
then light him on fire.
Yep. In the aftermath of Chucky's killing spree, Caslin Corporation CEO Henry Caslin issues a statement regarding Chucky's programming, and as more Buddy dolls are shown being recalled and placed into storage, one starts malfunctioning inside its box. Now, someone pointed out that when they're in the back room, you can actually see another Buddy doll on the shelf, even though that Chucky is also in the room. So someone suggested that Chucky is actually able to basically switch into the other one. So like the original, the real Chucky was actually just on top of the shelf just watching all of this while the other one was doing his dirty work.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I'm just like, "Oh, damn."
That's pretty insane, cuz I do remember seeing that one on the shelf.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't
thought
remember
he
until
moved, though. Didn't he move?
I can't. This is just what someone brought up. I don't know if it's true. I'd have to go see it again.
Right.
I mean, I'm okay with seeing it again because I really enjoyed this movie.
Because I do remember seeing another Chucky doll on the shelf, but I thought that was Chucky. But it didn't have the red eyes either, so it could have been that's the one he switched to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's really disturbing to think that Chucky can just like go from doll to doll to doll to doll.
Yeah, there's 2 reasons why I will never set up a smart home ever. At least for my own personal house. I'll set it up if someone wants to pay me like all day. But there's 2 reasons. 1, I'm poor as shit. 2 is because of this freaking movie and thinking like, oh, if something wants to malfunction and kill me, it could control my entire house.
Yeah.
I'm not about that life.
Yeah, if Apple decides to create a toy that can basically control all of your household devices, that is made.
F you.
Yeah. No, Apple, you need to go back to the drawing board and really, really sit on this. Because it's not going to end well.
Nope. Okay, well, so so the story, what would you grade it as? Because I think it's getting a lot of hate from the critics.
It is. I think it's a decent story. I really enjoyed all the changes that they made to the story from the original child. They didn't really try to retread on anything, I feel. Whereas I feel like the remakes of like Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street kind of do almost like bit by bit. This one definitely changed enough to where it felt like its own movie, which I really appreciated.
Like they could have not called this Child's Play too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if they wanted to, this could have just been a reimagining of Chucky.
They could have just called it Buddy.
Exactly. They could have just done that, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Like they could have changed the design of Chucky and everything too, if they wanted.
Yeah.
And it still would have been a really solid movie.
It really would have.
So, I mean, obviously it had its flaws.
But every movie does.
Right.
I'm thinking like in the 80s.
I'm thinking 85.
Yeah, me too.
85. Okay, the writing. I feel the writing was just a little bit better than the story.
It was, I agree. Especially the writing for Andy's character. I feel they added definitely a lot to his character. I liked the choice of him being 13 instead of 6 years old. Yeah, he plays with a doll, but they even make a joke about yeah, and they make a joke about like how, you know, like Andy's like, "Mom, this thing's like a year old. It's like a meme now. Like, why would I play with a doll? I'm 13." They make a joke about it, so I liked that. But I mean, when you're 13, if it's like an AI kind of thing, you're still gonna want it, even if it's a doll.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. The way that they made, like I've said, the way that they show the progression of Chucky from like basically this innocent AI to this murderous psychopath was really well done.
Yeah.
It felt natural. It felt like there was real.
It was earned.
It was definitely, and I'm thinking 90 for writing.
I would agree.
Okay. Now the acting. So we got Aubrey Plaza, who played Karen Barkley, Mark Hamill, who voiced Chucky, Gabriel Bateman, who played Andy Barkley. Do you want to do Mike Norris?
Yeah, I'd say so. He still had some character spots.
I don't think he was
Really?
in it enough.
I don't know. Usually you all even
he had really small parts.
Yeah, but even in the original, you always focus on those four. I feel he still had some character.
Okay. So, we'll do Mike Norris.
Okay.
Who was played by Brian Tyree Henry. So, let's start off with Aubrey Plaza.
Someone pointed this out about Aubrey Plaza's character. Sometimes it didn't feel like she was Andy's mom. It was more kind of like his big sister.
Or an aunt.
Yeah. Did you kind of feel that same way?
Yeah.
Now that it was pointed out, I'm just like, yeah, you kind of got a point there. It didn't really feel like a mother-son kind of relationship like the original did. And I don't mean to compare this to the original, but I feel like you have to on some things because it's still taking up the Child's Play name and the characters are still the same.
Yeah, I think the issue with this is Aubrey Plaza, I don't think, can play a mom. They kind of justified it by saying, "Oh, I had a real productive Sweet 16."
That's a very good point.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's a very good point. But I mean, overall, I thought she did a good job. I mean, she was. I don't know. Like, I think Aubrey Plaza is a really good actress, but sometimes it just feels she's Aubrey Plaza playing Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what they were going for here.
Which is completely fine.
Because what was in the original?
Yes.
The mom bought him off of a back alley.
Yeah.
Deal, right?
Yeah, because I think she paid.
I don't think that would have fit here.
No, it wouldn't have.
It needed like a more natural, like, hey, I'm taking this.
Yeah.
And I think Aubrey Plaza was the perfect one to do that.
I completely agree. So I watched the original Child's Play a couple days ago, and her best friend who helps her out with Andy, Maggie. I think she has it's sad that she dies because she has some of the best lines when they go out into the to deal with him, and she pays $30 for him because he's 100, and she's like, "Hey, how do we know the damn thing isn't stolen?" He's like, "Oh, steal this," and she's like, "Oh, well, steal this yourself. I think I dated him." She still makes me laugh, and just yeah.
So with her, like you said, there were some issues. It didn't really feel like a mother-son.
No, it didn't.
It felt like a sister-brother or a young aunt.
Yeah. So
but not really
kind of like what they're doing with Spider-Man a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. But I feel like she could have been the the mom.
Oh, Aunt May or Marissa Tomei.
Yeah, Marissa Tomei could have played a mom.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Aubrey Plaza is just a little too young to be playing a mom.
I agree. I definitely agree. You think 75, or is that too harsh?
So, just because
she's kind of hard to grade.
Yeah, she is. So, just because the feeling of her playing a mother was off, I don't want to be too harsh on her. Because I think 75 is just real shitty acting.
That's true.
But I think there's just a tone. Whatever she was given, she did really good. It just didn't feel like a mother.
It did. There, the one scene that I love with her and Gabriel, right? That's his name.
Right.
The acting by both of them is amazing. In the scene where he's trying to explain that Chucky is alive, and he's showing the phone that he took from I forget the kid's name.
Omar?
Yeah, Omar, thank you. But both their acting, and she's just no, you don't. Look at what you're saying right now. Just the acting in that scene is just great.
It is. I'm thinking not quite 80, but not quite 75. I'm thinking 77.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you 77.
Okay. moving on to let's do Brian Tyree Henry.
I feel the biggest character takeaway from him is the relationship that he had with his mom. I really liked that.
Absolutely.
And you definitely felt for him when Chucky sadly does kill her.
Yeah. And he was very likable.
He really was.
Like when Andy was just kind of hanging out in the hallway and he like invited him in and was just like, hey, if you ever want to have dinner, like just being nice to the new kid that doesn't have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
And that worked really well.
It
and
did.
then he had a moment that I was just kind of like, on, and it was when he arrested Andy.
Yeah, that kind of like came out of nowhere.
It did.
I was like,
he didn't even question it a little bit.
Yeah. I was
he
just like,
threw Andy to the ground.
Yeah, I was
and
like, damn. Do you have any evidence?
Yeah, you're going off a hunch.
Yeah, he's only 13. I mean, I know you think that he did this crime, but still, like, damn.
Yeah. So with that felt a little like
Out of character.
Yeah, the acting on that wasn't great.
I'll give you that.
I don't think he was as good as Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
So I'm thinking it's
75. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Gabriel Bateman.
He was fantastic.
He was. I loved this version of Andy.
I did too.
Way better than the annoying ass 6-year-old.
I swear, Caleb.
He's so annoying.
He's only 6.
He's still annoying. I know 6-year-olds that aren't that freaking annoying.
Okay, in the emotion. Okay, I completely disagree with you, but you have to admit, like, in the emotional parts, like when he's in that facility and like he sees Chucky running up the stairs, and he keeps telling like the doctor, like, Chucky's here and he's going to kill me, and you see him break into tears. Like, that was some good ass acting.
Cool, but it doesn't make up for the annoying ass shit that came before that.
Okay, name some annoying shit that he did. I gotta hear this.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen the movie. I just
You
remember
have
him being really
nothing to back up. Nothing. So you can't say that you hate his performance. You have nothing. Good day, sir.
Oh, good hell. Whatever. We're not talking about him. We're talking about Gabriel.
Hey, it's still Andy. It's still the same character, so I can bring it up.
Okay. There was really nothing about him that I didn't like.
No, yeah, I completely agree. His interactions with Chucky were great. Like, one scene that still makes me laugh is when in the demo of the Buddy doll, he's shown like giving the kid the science book, and Chucky's like, "Don't forget your science book, Andy." He's like, "Chucky, this is not a book. This is a roll of toilet tissue. Nothing you brought me is even close to a book."
Yeah. The more comedic scenes were really great. I think the way that he treated Chucky, he actually when Omar had him.
Yeah.
Omar treated him like a freaking toy.
Yeah.
And it was just like, what do you call him? A chode?
Yeah, come here, you little bitch chode or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like the kids were like trying to when Andy's like introducing Chucky to the other kids. I think it's Omar. He's like, now say this is for is it for Biggie or
Tupac.
Tupac? Thank you. Yeah, I mean it comes to play later on in the movie when he's
killing what's his face,
the boyfriend, Karen's boyfriend, when he's stabbing him, or no, after he finishes killing him, he's like, "This is for Tupac." It's like, hey, that's funny.
That's freaking hilarious. So, yeah, the way that Andy actually treated him kind of like a person.
Yeah, like you can
like a
tell,
real friend.
They truly created a bond. You could definitely tell it.
Yeah, like he was hesitant at first, and then it kind of grew into like a friendship, and then it turned into like serial killer shit.
Yeah.
So with him,
classic Chucky stuff.
I'm thinking around 90.
I completely agree.
Yeah. Now for me, the next one is probably the best performance.
Oh, absolutely.
Mark Hamill voicing Chucky.
I want to give him 100, but I don't think we've ever given anybody 100.
We gave Robert Downey 100.
We did?
Yeah.
Because I don't have like literally any problems with Mark Hamill's voice as Chucky.
I don't either. The all the issues I had with Chucky
were the
animatronics. Yeah.
I just like the part where like when Andy finishes cutting his sandwich and he stabs the knife into the cutting board, like the motion that he makes, that still makes me laugh. He's just like, ooh, I like this.
Yeah, like just learning habits and whatnot. So yeah, with the voice acting, there was no real issues that I had.
Like even the laugh was fantastic. I didn't really get a sense of the Joker laugh with it.
No, not at all.
It felt
Dude,
like
that
an
just
original
shows-
Chucky laugh.
Yeah, that goes to show just how freaking amazing of a voice actor is.
Yeah.
So, are we giving him 100?
I think we should.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Mark Hamill, you've done it again.
You're damn right. Okay, so that brings our acting score to an 85.5.
Not bad at all.
Hell no. That's real good. So character development. I want to kind of grade Chucky.
I feel Chucky and Andy are really the only. I don't know if like
with Andy, I didn't really feel that he had like some sort of arc.
That's true. That's a good point.
Chucky had like a really good arc.
He did.
Like going from like the innocent AI toy to freaking like
a killer doll.
Yeah, and the way that the progression from him getting from point A to point B was really, really well done. And that's
really
just
was.
an attribute to the writers.
Yes, I completely agree. Like I brought up earlier, when after the whole aftermath of when Chucky brings the knife to where the Andy and his friends are watching the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and he accidentally cuts Andy. Just his look of like disappointment before Andy closes the door, and like how like he apologized and everything. Just like his character arc through this movie is like amazing. Like, Orion, you made me feel for a damn doll.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't felt this much for a doll since like Toy Story 3.
No shit. But yeah, like with that scene with him, you understood, like you got where he was coming from. He's like, he doesn't know what pain is.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't understand. Like he just thought that they liked the violence and the gore, and he didn't know that it was fake.
Yeah. He's just
like
there
I
to
said,
make
it's
his
like
owner
a
happy.
6-year-old that just kind of comes into being.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's real, what's not, so he thinks maybe that's all real, and he's like, I could do that. And then he has like that betrayal moment when they deactivate him. And I thought that the deactivation wasn't going to work.
I didn't either.
And I was like, okay, now this is where they're going to get into like some sketchy ass writing. But they didn't. They made it work really well.
Yeah.
And then he kind of got some more serial killer vibes off of the freaking creepy janitor.
Who many people have pointed out looked strangely like Jack Black. A little bit.
He did. I thought that at first too. When he's just kind of standing, I'm like, I think I leaned over to you and I was like, is that Jack Black?
Yeah, no, Jack Black has a lot more gray in his beard now.
Yeah, definitely.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Jack Black still looks great for his age.
Yeah, definitely. He does. Yeah, his arc was really, really good.
It really was. Like, I don't really have a lot of problems with his arc. They did a great job.
I think the only issues that I had were at the end. Like, when he kind of became, like, the sneaky... Like, I think that was the only part.
Yeah, he kind of just, like, jumped into that.
Yeah, like, you see how he gets to serial killer vibes, but I feel like there could have been, like, more of an innocent feel to it. Maybe he thinks that they're playing, like, hide and seek. He was actively hiding from Andy.
Yeah.
And that felt a little out of place.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
So other than that, I think the character development for Chucky was just damn near flawless.
I completely agree.
What are you thinking?
Like I don't know. Would you go as high as a 95, or would you think maybe it's a 90?
I think it's somewhere in the middle.
92?
I think 92
Yeah.
was like perfect for it. All right, music. This is where the movie really freaking shines too.
Dude, just like I brought up to you, and this is just like how this truly shows how amazing Bear McCreary is. That scene where the guy at the beginning, when he raises up the Buddy doll, the music that kicks in during that is just amazing. And even the music that's playing during when he's, like changing everything, just, and like the updated version of the original Child's Play theme, like it feels like so much more kiddish. Like you hear all these like childlike instruments. Like I loved this soundtrack so much. So good.
Absolutely. The Buddy song that Mark Hamill sings, he did 2 different renditions for the end credits, and they were both freaking different levels of creepy.
Yeah.
The first one, he sang it normal.
Because,
like, just like a normal, like, happy tune.
Because in that one, at the end, he says, "I'll be yours till the day that I die."
Right.
And then in the Demented one, he says, "I'll be yours till the day that you die." And he laughs at the end of that one.
Yeah. So with both renditions of the song, because even when he was like singing it at the beginning, it had a very menacing tone.
It did, yeah.
And that just goes to show how good Mark Hamill is.
Mark Hamill can sing.
Damn right. Well, that's
okay
strong.
okay. Damn. Okay, for a kid's song, is that better?
Fair.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, the music was really well used. I don't think there was anything that, like, stood out, like, a ton, other than, like, the Buddy song.
That and the Chucky is... I think it's Chucky is Born.
Chucky's
song.
Born?
Yeah. It's the whole theme that's playing when the guy's changing all the codes.
That one was just...
That one really stood out to me.
Very, very tense.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe 8 or 9 for music.
I'd give it a 9, actually.
9?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
This is where it's going to hit its low.
This is where it's going to hit real hard. The effects.
They were...
The biggest one that we've talked about, it was the animatronics. They take some getting used to.
They really do.
Throughout, they're pretty consistent, and they're not great.
I mean, in a way, he is an AI robot, so you kind of got to give a little leeway. But in some instances, I'm just like, it's still a little sketchy for me.
Right.
Or spotty.
So other than that, there were, when, what's-his-face, Shane, falls down and breaks his legs.
Yeah.
Yes, that was gruesome, but the way that his bone, like, they could have not done the bones coming out, because that felt very cartoony. So I got a doc for those.
Okay.
Everything else, with the skinned head, that was freaking top-notch shit. Like, that really looked like Shane.
That was quite disturbing.
Oh, that was beyond disturbing, dude. And I was just like, oh, shit.
Oh.
So, because that, like, there are bonus points in it for that.
Yeah.
Just that little prop alone.
I agree.
Holy shit. Like, I would not be surprised if, what's-his-face, the Pug? Or whatever his face was?
Yeah, it was Pug.
I would not be surprised if him throwing up was a real reaction.
Yeah, right?
Because that was just disturbing.
That really was. It was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, and what freaked me out the most is that it didn't look fake.
It did not. Yeah, no. Like they
killed the actor.
The makeup department really stepped up their game with that death.
They're like, all right, like they probably just went like, hey, so makeup department, all you're doing is like cuts and bruises, and then they come back and they're like, actually, we need this face done. Yeah, Yeah, dude, if I was like the director and they brought that to me, I'm like, where's the actor for Shane? Like that was just crazy realistic.
It
and
was.
Like, "Ah." But like we said, the animatronics are what kill it here.
Yeah.
So, what are you thinking?
I'm at like a 5 or a 6.
This is out of 100.
Oh, it's out of 100. I'm sorry. Like a 60.
60?
Yeah. What do you think?
The creepy Shane face was not enough to save this. And then, like I said, also docking for the bone breaking.
Yeah.
Everything else was like really just on point.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to give it maybe a couple points higher, maybe like 63.
Okay, I'll give you that.
All right, costumes. Nothing real crazy special.
Yeah, I mean the look of Chucky, like his costume and everything, it looked great.
It did.
Yeah.
Very much so. Yeah, so
I mean the when they're doing the release of Buddy 2, the Buddy costume that the clerk is wearing, that was, oh my gosh, that was disturbing.
freaking cheap.
Yeah.
So if that counts as a costume, I'm thinking like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel so bad for that little girl, like when Chucky stabs him in the
Oh my
neck and then she takes it off and just blood just squirts all over her face and body. I'm like, well, she's going to be traumatized for the rest of her life.
Yeah, exactly.
Hope you're okay with paying years of therapy, Mom and Dad, because that's what it's going to take.
Mm-hmm. All right, so for the genre grade, this is like a horror thriller movie. And where are you sitting at?
It had really good kills. Like I said, Chucky looked great.
Very creative kills.
It was very, very creative kills, which I really appreciated. Not really that many scares. I never really got scared.
I appreciated the hell out of that.
I did too. The whole.
Well, I appreciate it for maybe different reasons.
Well, yeah, I know you did.
'Cause I'm a little
Well,
bitch.
I appreciated that there were no like cheap jump scares. That's what I appreciated.
Yeah, this was just like terror.
The whole like scaring Shane thing with like Chucky's face, that was funny.
That was funny as shit. And that was like a jump scare that was well deserved.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that much of a jump scare. We knew it was coming.
Yeah, but you still kind of got a little
It was
jittery.
more Shane's reaction
Yeah.
that scared me.
Yeah, same. I don't know. I want to say like an 85.
I'm thinking more 80.
80?
Yeah.
Can we meet in the middle? 82.
82? I can give you 82.
All right.
All right. And then that brings our final score or grade to a B.
Bad at all.
Yep, it's sitting at an 83.4%. And I think that's well deserved.
I definitely agree. It
there
really
were
is.
definitely some issues, definitely with the effects.
Yeah.
Like the costumes, I mean, we graded, but that was just mainly because of the mascot person. But
Yeah.
everything, like the costumes are just real basic.
As far as remakes go, this is probably my favorite one I've seen.
Same here. I think they revamped Chucky.
Yeah, which I really appreciated. I still love the original series. Like, I can't wait to see what Don Mancini does with the TV series. I'm kind of scared, though, a little bit after Cult of Chucky's ending. But I really hope that this movie continues to be successful because I want to see more in this entry of Chucky.
I do, too. I think it would be really cool if they did like a Chucky versus Chucky.
They actually did an animated thing of that on YouTube. I'll have to send you the
That'd be so
link.
cool.
It's not really like them versing each other. It's just them talking, but it's really funny.
That's cool.
But what I find funny is Orion can't call it Child's Play 2 since Universal owns the rights to that name.
Dumb.
But if they make Child's Play 4, they can call it that. Considering they called the fourth one Bride of Chucky. So they can do that. They just can't make Child's Play 2 or 3.
All right. Well, I think that. Oh,
Sorry, I just want to. It's just funny. Do you think they could do, instead of like the number 2? Do you think they could just do 2 lines and get away with it?
probably not.
Damn it! Well, it's worth a shot.
All right. Well, I think that concludes this episode or this breakdown
I would
of
agree.
Child's Play, and it was a good movie.
It was.
I would recommend.
I
it.
really would definitely go check this out. Like, it is not as, it's not horrible like everyone thought. It's good. It really is.
Absolutely. But yeah. So if you like this episode and want to check out more, you can subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, or Spotify, or just if you think that we might be on somewhere that you listen to podcasts, listen to us there.
Yeah.
We're not picky. You can also check out all of our content on YouTube. New videos will be headed your way soon.
Something very special will be heading your way soon.
Hells yes. Might be a few weeks, but
It's
figure it out.
coming.
hell yeah. You can also follow us on social media. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/The Allbros. We are on Twitter at The Allbros, and now on Instagram.
Oh yeah, at just the Allbros. Right?
No, it's just at The Allbros.
Yeah, sorry.
Not at just The Allbros.
Sorry.
That's confusing.
Thank you for correcting me on that.
Yeah. So, yeah, go follow us on Instagram. We're going to try and figure some stuff out with Instagram that we think you guys might like.
Yeah,
so,
we're gonna try to have some fun with it.
Yeah. 'Cause why not?
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll get a little bit more creative with what we do on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys have something you want us to discuss in the next episode or a movie that we should see, be sure to email us at theoldbroschannel@gmail.com. Or we got a form that you can fill out on our website, which is tinyurl.com/theallbros. And we hope to hear from you guys. Not quite sure what we're doing next week. So I won't tell you what we're doing next week.
Stay tuned.
Yep. All right. Well, this has been the All Bros podcast. We'll catch you guys next week. Deuces.
Bye. I didn't feel Herbert. I'm sorry.
You didn't feel that?
Nah, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Bummer.
I know. Whole episode's just ruined now. I ruined it all.
Well, this episode went to shit.
I'm sorry. It's ruined it all. I'll make up for it in next week's episode.
Okay.
Dude, I'll just read like a whole monologue as Herbert. There we go.
Well, cool. We don't have that many listeners anyway.
Damn. Hurtful.